Let's begin with the Galamsey. Protests have erupted all across the board, a minority being involved, Democracy Hub as well. Hundreds of protesters took to the streets yesterday to demand the immediate end to illegal mining, known as Galamsey, and they were carrying placards with messages such as "Save our water," "Stop Galamsey," "Protect our future." They marched through key streets before converging at the Independence Square, and the protests came amidst the growing public anger over widespread water shortages, including the recent shutdown of the Kwanyako water treatment plant in the central region due to river pollution caused by Galamsey. We've seen all the talks about the turbidity of the water, the treatment, the amount of chemicals that they'd have to use to treat the water as well. Mr. Jani, they're also calling for the repealing of the LI 2462, mining on forest reserves, claiming back our forest reserves from these bandits and Galamsey operators, state of emergency declaration and all of that.
What I haven't heard is the side effects of what will happen when, say, the military goes in and tries to, as it were, have a reconnaissance of all the regions.
Right.
In respect of the guns and all sorts of things that they have in the forest, at the fight back. I remember seeing a video where villagers were trying to fight the police. And I'm very worried that if this is not managed well, we are going to have a situation like Liberia, where Sergeant Doe and the other character, the other person in there, went to war. And it was, I think it was President Rawlings who sent the ship to go and bring all the Ghanaians back together. And, you know, we just have to work these things out properly. Because if we don't, and the military starts to say, look, we are going down to get rid of these people, and they decide that we're going to have a fight back. There are about 3,000 of them, as I understand, in this business. How is it going to happen? So for those who are calling and saying, do it now, you're paying right now, they must tell us what the side effects are going to be. And I say to the president that, okay, if the people voted you in and they say do it, please do it, and then if something goes wrong, it will be on top of their head. Because I am very, very suspicious of what will happen if the military starts being hard on the ground. And that there will be a pushback, and maybe the pushback will end up into some civil disturbance within the regions. Look, the whole of West Africa is fraught with challenges with the military and coup d'etats and all that. We don't want that. The Gen Zs are the people who are managing the country today and half of the world today. And if they say that we want this thing to be done, so let it be. But I've also seen another story this morning that there's a survey by Mr. Musa that all the 16 regions still support President Rawlings. It makes it quite interesting. I find it, with all this Galamsey thing going around and we're all worried
how he governed,
they are still supporting how President Mahama is running.
You mean
the
Mahama?
country.
Okay.
So it's good for him for now. But in the next year or so, the real challenges of the government will start showing.
Absolutely.
So they should start looking at how they can manage this thing. Before the next 6-8 months, something strange will start happening. The past administration, they do nothing about it. In fact, they were deep involved in it. Now the whole thing has fallen onto the NDC government. In 9 months, you expect it to be solved. Yet, I like the push, and I like the constant push the government to do something. The realism, like I said, is that in problem solving, if you apply the methodologies with the sciences, you've got the data, you know where all these problems are. Now you have to implement it, but you have to do a step-by-step approach. If you flip it, you get it all wrong. And I think that's what President Mahama is doing, so that the repealing will come. But he says, let that be the last resort. Because if you want to implement a program, and in 8 months, 9 months you're in government, and you want to go, do this, no, you get it very, very wrong. We all want it to go. But let's do the step-by-step approach. Then by the end of next year, like I'm saying, I'm sure the president would have realized that all the areas, the implementation programs, look, the budgeting alone for this program is not going to be easy. Sending military to go around to Boko, to wherever this is chaos, we have all these problems. Budgets, there are no real particular budgets for it. You always have to find money to take it to security. Take money, and it is disaster, total disaster. So we have to be very careful how we manage ourselves. Okay. We want this thing to end. And I suspect it to end with a lot of effort from all of us. We all have to put in. Those who have friends and families doing it, tell them, my friend, this is not good enough. You are killing us.
Okay.
When you drink this water, you just don't know what is going to happen next. You know, massive cholera, other diseases will present themselves, maybe not immediately, but weeks and months ahead. That then goes back to the health sector. The government will have to find money to look after them. The bill goes up and it goes on and on and on and on. So I think Galamsey is the big subject now. And I think when the president comes back, he will have to find a way to, as it were, try and solve the problem, you know, for everybody to be happy.
Absolutely.